The common business excellence tools which are used, I think, across all over the world are total quality management, TQM, total productive maintenance or TPM, theory of constraints, TOC, lean management, Six Sigma, 5S. Apart from these, there are many other tools also, but these are most common, and I think many of you present here may be already knowing well about industrial business excellence tools, and you may be also practicing, you may have also practiced them. But for many of you, many of these ideas may be something new, and I hope you will be finding it useful. From TQM, we can typically, the keywords we can take are culture of the customer orientation. Whatever we are doing, it is for the customer. Now, an industry can think like that, but as a professional or as a individual, can we think like that? That whatever we are doing, it is not, we are not doing it for us. We are doing it for somebody else. This is something which I teach to my company people also. That when you are making a, say, quotation, when you are making a drawing, when you are making a report, please remember you are not making it for yourself. You are making it for somebody else. So the other person who is going to look at your report or whatever thing you are preparing, it has to be very easy to understand. It has to be very crystal clear. And for that, extra effort needs to be given. It is that extra effort that is the essence of this idea, that when we are working with the customer orientation, we need to go that extra mile to make it easy for the customer. In TQM, we also learn about the need for continuous improvement in our processes and involve everybody. Now, involve everybody is another great idea which we can use in our social life, in our professional life, as well as in our personal life. The next business excellence tool we can consider is TPM, and I have spent more than 20 years working in the TPM field. It is mainly about finding and reducing losses and achieve lot of zeros. It is interesting, achieve lot of zeros. In schools and colleges, we used to be afraid of zeros. We used to work hard not to get zeros. But in this business excellence tool, it prods us that we must achieve zeros. And we work hard to get those zeros. And what are those zeros? These zeros are anything that is bad, that should be zero. Zero breakdown, zero accident, zero defect. These are the typical 3 zeros that the industry works on. But in our personal and professional life also, we can find out lot of areas where we need to achieve zeros. Say zero wastage of money, zero wastage of time. Lean management, the very, very famous management tool which is originated from Toyota production system. It is mainly about eliminating wastage of resources, which in Japanese we call it muda. Now, lot of muda happens all around us. Water is flowing away from the tap, that is a muda. A person is lying idle, it is a muda. A resourceful person, a skilled person lying idle, that is a muda. There are lots of energy is getting wasted, that is a muda. And there are lots of mudas on which we can work and make our entire operations very much leaner. With less, we can get the same output with less time, less money, and less effort. And the same principle we can apply in our daily professional life also. Six Sigma is about minimizing variation. It is a hardcore statistical approach. And 5S, the dear old 5S, which dates back all of these other methods, it is about developing an organized and productive workspace. And why only workspace? It can be also about developing a organized and productive office, organized and productive house, and organized and productive kitchen also. While working with many of these tools and very much working on one tool, but I have interaction with all the other working tools, I find that the common elements in all these business excellence tools are many. First is, each of them are very structured and planned activity, not a random type of activity. Each of them are result and target oriented activities. data and fact based activities, very analytical activities, and sustenance motived. This is a word coined by me. That means you are improving, and that one more round of improvement is not enough. You need to continuously strive to do better and better, and continuously sustain whatever levels you have achieved. All these activities, all these tools which I have talked about have these common elements. And if you look at this as a professional, if you look at this as a social worker, if you look at this as an artist, and if you look at this as an individual, you will find all of these uh, ideas can be really helpful in your own personal and professional life. And all of these also use typical common tools like Kaizen. This is a Japanese word. Many of you already know that. Some of you have already practiced that. 5S is about keeping things in easy to find way. And you can apply it straight away going back to your office or going back to your home. We often find we are not finding a required document, a required thing. Even sometimes the remote gets lost and the mobile charger gets lost. So keep things in an easy to find way. Remove the unrequired things. The things that you need to do to always ensure that you are finding your required thing at the right time. The things that you need to do on a regular basis is remove unrequired things. There is a tendency of unrequired things to get compiled up. So remove unrequired things. Keep things in easy access. Whenever you will need something, you will not need to remove another 5 things and then get access to that. Find out which particular item which you need to keep in which place so that you can get easily access when you require. Whatever things you are keeping in whichever place, don't expect they will remain in the same condition for the next 100 years. It is necessary that you do one round of cleaning periodically. Cleaning is a Japanese concept, it's an extremely important concept. Cleaning, and cleaning is always with a purpose. Cleaning is never without meaning. The main purpose of cleaning is to check or inspect whatever things are there, whether they are in the right condition. So you have tucked away your quilts for the next winter, and they are lying there, and in between there can be infestation of moths and worms, and they can get damaged. A periodic cleaning will ensure that you can check those items and necessary things you can add on. While you are improving this, you will find that whatever things you are improving, again, it is becoming difficult to sustain. So it is important that in order to sustain, you have to make some rules and routines. The rules and routines helps in sustenance, but only rules and routines are not enough. They have to be followed. So following rules and routines, we can sustain. What we are going to sustain? Those things which we have improved ourselves. Another important lesson I myself find very important from TQM is top management is directly responsible for quality. Whatever quality is going out of your plant, good or bad, it is no use blaming the machine or blaming the operator. The top management is responsible. And in your own case, who is the top management? You yourself. So whatever quality of output you are giving out, that quality of output, you are the person responsible. If it is bad, you are responsible. If it is good, you are responsible. And if it needs to be made more good, you have to be responsible. Then the beautiful idea of Kaizen. The basic idea behind this Japanese word is that things do not improve by themselves. You have to consciously act to make them improve. And improvement cannot happen if things are remaining the same. There has to be some change, some modification to bring the improvement. So whenever you are stuck with the same thing and with the same dissatisfaction, go for a Kaizen and take it to a more satisfactory level. Once you have done something, always do PDCA. PDCA, many of you may be knowing, it is a cycle of plan, do, check, act. So you are planning some activity, then executing that, then you are checking or assessing the result of that activity, and whatever is the dissatisfaction from that, you are taking that as a learning and then improving it in the next round. Suppose as an artist you have made certain very nice pictures, paintings, and you have put them up for sale in a gallery, in an exhibition, and you found that 60% of them are not sold, and the type of audience who came, they have not taken 60% of them. So you learn from there what the audience had expected and what they did not find. Maybe you will need to bring some changes in your paintings, or maybe you will need to make the same exhibition in another place where you will get that type of audience. So the same thing in the same way will continue to give the same dissatisfactory result unless you do some kaizen. And that kaizen need comes when you do the PDCA. Pokayoke means mistake proofing. Pokayoke is an excellent Japanese word. It typically, this concept is based on the premises that human beings are prone to making mistakes. We are everybody of us are prone to making mistakes. Some very simple mistakes. Even say taking the mobile out when we are going out, taking the car key out, we go out and come back, forgetting to charge the mobile overnight. So Pokayoke is about developing ideas of mistake proofing so that you cannot do the mistake. Fuguai, the idea of fuguai or abnormality is if you can detect an abnormality in the early stage, you can prevent it from becoming a big trouble. And last but not the least, Kiken Yochi is a beautiful idea from Japan which talks about predicting a possible danger. While coming down from the staircase, you may fall down, suddenly you may trip. So you should hold the hand railing. That is a safe way. While driving, Kiken Yochi, that is predict the danger. This auto is coming very close to me. This cycle is coming very close to me. So I should slow down or I should move away. So this type of Kiken Yochi senses continuously makes us more stronger. And I hope some of these ideas you can find useful. The last sentence, it is written here, Ijo des, it means this is the end. Thank you.